This may seem like an arbitrary figure, but there's a reason why 0.21 Bitcoin carries so much significance. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins, and with a global population of over 8 billion people, owning 0.21 Bitcoin places you in a very exclusive group. If every Bitcoin were evenly distributed, only 100 million people could ever own 0.21 Bitcoin. This would put you in the top 1.25% of Bitcoin holders worldwide, which is a significant achievement considering how early we still are in the adoption of Bitcoin. Furthermore, when you compare the cost of owning 0.21 Bitcoin today, approximately $12,000, to traditional measures of wealth, you realize just how accessible this benchmark still is. In the world of fiat currencies, being in the top 1% of wealth holders typically requires a net worth of over $1 million. In contrast, owning 0.21 Bitcoin could potentially offer the same level of influence and financial security in a future where Bitcoin plays a much larger role in the global economy. Breaking down the process, accumulating Bitcoin in small steps. One of the main reasons people hesitate to invest in Bitcoin is the misconception that they need to buy an entire Bitcoin to make a meaningful investment. In reality, Bitcoin can be divided into smaller units called Satoshis, which allows you to accumulate it in much smaller increments. Instead of aiming for an entire Bitcoin, a more attainable goal is to accumulate 0.21 Bitcoin, and even this can be broken down into smaller, manageable steps. For example, rather than trying to purchase 0.21 Bitcoin all at once, you can focus on acquiring 0.01 Bitcoin at a time. At today's exchange rates, 0.01 Bitcoin costs around $570. By setting a goal of accumulating 0.01 Bitcoin each month, or with every paycheck, you can gradually build up your holdings over time without putting too much strain on your finances. This incremental approach makes Bitcoin accumulation accessible to a much wider audience and removes the pressure of trying to make a large investment all at once. Additionally, involving your family in the process can help everyone work toward a common financial goal, ensuring that more people are prepared for the financial opportunities that Bitcoin may provide in the future. The rising challenge of accumulating Bitcoin. While 0.21 Bitcoin is still relatively accessible today, this may not be the case for much longer. As Bitcoin continues to grow in popularity and its supply remains fixed, the process of accumulating Bitcoin will become increasingly difficult. This scarcity is one of Bitcoin's defining features, and a key reason why many believe its value will continue to rise. With more institutional investors, corporations, and even governments showing interest in Bitcoin, the competition to acquire it will only intensify. Additionally, Bitcoin's supply schedule is designed to become more restrictive over time. Every 4 years, the Bitcoin network undergoes a halving, an event that cuts the rate at which new Bitcoins are created in half. As a result, the rate of new Bitcoin entering circulation decreases, making it harder to acquire. This increasing scarcity means that the sooner you begin accumulating Bitcoin, the better positioned you'll be to benefit from its potential future growth. For those who are serious about securing their financial future, starting the process of accumulating 0.21 Bitcoin now could be one of the most important financial decisions they ever make. Bitcoin has come a long way from its early days as a niche digital currency, discussed only by tech enthusiasts. Now, Bitcoin is not only a valuable asset, but it has also emerged as a symbol of financial independence and empowerment. Many experts believe that owning even a small fraction of Bitcoin today could lead to significant financial gains in the future. One key benchmark often cited is 0.21 Bitcoin, a seemingly modest amount that carries profound implications. In today's world, where wealth inequality continues to widen, owning 0.21 Bitcoin could position you within the top 1.25% of wealth holders globally. This script explores why owning 0.21 Bitcoin is not only important, but could dramatically increase your influence and financial security in the future. The world is changing rapidly, and Bitcoin could be one of the most transformative elements of that change. As the Bitcoin network grows, securing even a small portion of it can provide substantial opportunities for those who act early. Bitcoin has long been touted as a superior form of money compared to traditional fiat currencies. Fiat money, issued by governments and central banks, is plagued by issues such as inflation, corruption, and mismanagement. Bitcoin, on the other hand, offers a decentralized alternative that operates outside the control of any single entity. One of the primary advantages of Bitcoin is its fixed supply, only 21 million bitcoins will ever exist, which means it is immune to inflation in a way that fiat currencies are not. Additionally, Bitcoin's monetary policy is transparent and open source, allowing anyone to verify how it operates. Unlike fiat money, which can be manipulated through measures such as quantitative easing or interest rate changes, Bitcoin's code ensures that its issuance rate is predictable and constant. This transparency and decentralization are key reasons why Bitcoin is considered superior to fiat currencies, particularly in a world where governments and central banks have repeatedly demonstrated their inability to protect the purchasing power of their citizens' money. The future of Bitcoin is incredibly promising, especially for those who recognize its potential early. Much like real estate has been a tried and true method of wealth building in the traditional financial system, Bitcoin could serve a similar role in the future. In the past, many millionaires and billionaires built their wealth through real estate investments, taking advantage of the favorable tax treatment and long-term appreciation that property ownership offers. However, real estate is not as accessible or flexible as Bitcoin, and it requires significant upfront capital. Bitcoin, by contrast, allows anyone with an internet connection to participate, and its potential for price appreciation is much greater due to its limited supply and increasing demand. For those who see the flaws in fiat money and have the foresight to invest in Bitcoin, the rewards could be substantial. By owning even a small amount of Bitcoin, you are positioning yourself to benefit from the growth of a decentralized financial system that is designed to protect your purchasing power over the long term. As Bitcoin adoption continues to spread, those who own it will be rewarded for their foresight, just as early real estate investors were. One of the challenges many Bitcoiners face is managing their personal finances in a way that aligns with their belief in Bitcoin's future potential. While it's possible to accumulate Bitcoin through savings or investments, most people still rely on fiat money for day-to-day expenses like paying bills and receiving paychecks. Fold, a company co-founded by Brian Harrington, offers a solution to this problem. Fold allows users to manage their personal finances entirely through Bitcoin, eliminating the need for traditional banking institutions. With Fold, you can receive your paycheck, pay bills, and even withdraw cash from ATMs, all while holding and saving Bitcoin. This platform bridges the gap between the current fiat-based financial system and the future Bitcoin economy. Fold offers users the flexibility to decide how much of their paycheck to hold in Bitcoin and how much to keep in USD, allowing for a seamless transition between the two systems. This makes it possible for people to live on Bitcoin, even if they still operate within the traditional financial system. Fold's approach is backward compatible with the existing system, while also preparing users for a future where Bitcoin plays a much larger role in the global economy. Brian Harrington has been a passionate advocate for Bitcoin for many years, and his journey has taken him from being a curious observer to an active participant in the Bitcoin ecosystem. Based in Southern California, Brian has built a life that integrates Bitcoin into his everyday routine. As a regular person with a family and a mortgage, Brian's story is relatable to many people who may be considering whether Bitcoin is right for them. He hosts Bitcoin meetups at a local brewery, where attendees can use Bitcoin to pay for food and drinks, offering a real-world example of how Bitcoin can be used as a practical form of money. Brian's passion for Bitcoin extends beyond his own personal life, as he has onboarded local businesses into accepting Bitcoin and continues to advocate for its adoption in his community. His experience highlights the growing acceptance of Bitcoin, even in traditional suburban settings, and serves as an inspiration for others who may be considering how to integrate Bitcoin into their own lives. Through his YouTube channel and community involvement, Brian has become a well-known figure in the Bitcoin world, sharing his insights and helping others understand the benefits of accumulating and using Bitcoin. The script concludes by encouraging viewers to seriously consider accumulating 0.21 Bitcoin as a way to secure their financial future. With the world changing rapidly and Bitcoin gaining more widespread acceptance, owning even a small amount of Bitcoin could provide significant financial opportunities in the years to come. The script calls on viewers to take action, whether by setting a goal of accumulating 0.21 Bitcoin or by starting with smaller increments like 0.01 Bitcoin at a time. It also encourages viewers to involve their families and loved ones in the process, ensuring that they too are prepared for the financial benefits Bitcoin may offer. Additionally, the script invites viewers to follow Brian Harrington's journey by subscribing to his YouTube channel and learning more about Fold, the platform that allows people to live on Bitcoin without relying on traditional banking systems. Ultimately, the message is one of optimism and empowerment. By securing your share of Bitcoin today, you are taking a proactive step toward financial independence in a rapidly evolving world.